Hello everyone, and welcome back to my crafting world. This is Anna. Guys, today I have a really quick, cute tutorial for you. So I ordered a package of 4x4 chipboard pieces from ASC Craft Supplies. And guys, if you haven't visited their store, oh my gosh, I'm going to put the links for you in the description box. They have so much right now. It's crazy. But anyway, so I ordered the chipboard, and because I wanted to make some tiny albums that I could make up quick and, just in case I need an extra gift. So this is one that I made with the Fall Festival paper that I had gotten in my last design team package. And it is small, but it's so adorable. We're going to make one of these today, and these do not have a hinge, not a traditional hinge. So this is the spine. It is a 2-inch spine, and you should make a 2 1/4 inch spine, but you know me, I had to take a shortcut, and I had to, I had to cheat a little bit because I didn't want 2 1/4 and then have the rest of the chipboard left over. So I just cheated a little bit, and I'll show you how. I cheated a little bit and just made a 2-inch spine. That way I can have the other half for another album. And this is the back. And in that paper, gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love it. So the first mat is a rose gold color, and then the DSP on the top, and that just, I think, came out so adorable. I just love it. So when we open it up, it does have just a regular trim closure, this little ribbon. And then on this side, I went ahead and put a little pocket in there so I can put some of the cut aparts. And you can probably put some pictures in there. I like these. You can put some pictures in there, and that's why I did it that way. Pictures are journaling, and you can actually put a picture on the front as well. So these are just so pretty. I didn't want them to go to waste. And then this is the first page. Pages are really, really simple. So I did use some of the cut aparts to, and none of them are glued down, so you can, tuck part of the picture back in there. And you really do not need this center part, but this is going to be a gift. Therefore, I went ahead and covered it. But, and I just put some trim on some of the pages, and other pages have the cut aparts, and it is so easy to make. So we're going to make one together, and that way you can start. This is a really cute album for teachers, or you're just someone that you need a last minute gift for, or something different. Teachers, poor teachers, they always get mugs, and I thought this was really cute. So here's that cute little doggy, and then he's got his ball of twine next to him. And then here are some more of the cut aparts that I put on that page. Okay. And these are different from the back as well. Look at him. Oh, he's so cute. So this little page is optional. So you don't have to put not page, but this little pocket is optional. I just thought there's room for more pictures. And as you can see, there isn't a lot of embellishing going on. That's why I felt that it was okay to cheat on the placement of the pages. So let's make another one, and the next one we make is going to be Christmas themed. And for the next one, I am going to use the Christmas Time by Graphic 45, which is this right here. Is it called Christmas Time? Christmas Time Collection. So we're going to use this one for the next mini. So let me gather my materials here, and I've already done some prep work. So we are going to cover our chipboard just like this, okay? So like I said, this is 4x4 and this is 2x4. And I've already put tape everywhere it goes. So I'm gonna do one side, the front side, because this one's already done. So for this, all we need to do is remove the tape on the back. You know what, guys? I thought I had written it down and I didn't. So this piece is 5.5 by 5.5, and that will cover your chipboard perfectly. So this just goes on the center of your page here, of your cardstock, and it is 65-pound cardstock. And I'm going to burnish the back just so I know it's stuck down really well. Okay, so this chipboard is 50 points, so that's pretty thick, guys. So you need to make sure you leave enough space around your corners to go ahead and cover that corner. So I am going to cut about that much, okay? And hopefully that is not too much. Okay. So I have gone ahead and put the tape along each side that's going to be glued down. I'm gonna, you know me, I have to use some glue as well. So you tuck these in, because you won't want those sharp corners, although it happens anyway, even if I tuck these in sometimes. See, I could have cut a little bit more, but I'd rather have some left over than an exposed chipboard. Get it together, Anna. All right, now let me do this side. Alrighty, so we have front and back covers covered. There we go. Front and back. Now for our spine piece, we are going to do something just a little bit different for this spine piece. Okay, so we're going to put this in the center, just like the other pieces. And this, let me tell you what size this is 4 by 5.5, okay? So on this piece, we are going to fold this up this way. Okay, and glue that down. We're gonna glue from one side to the other. From one side to the other. We're gluing the entire thing down. Maybe this one's a little bit better for this. Okay. All right. So we have glued the entire thing down, and then we're going to do the same for this side. So this is our spine piece. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to burnish right here, right where that fold is at. And it's easy to find. You just want to burnish that down really well. Okay, and come over here to the other side, and there's our edge. Burnish that down really, really well. Okay, so now we are going to put this together. So our book is going to go this way. We're going to glue this to the inside of our book. Okay, so we're going to glue it this way. You just want to make sure you do not go over that edge right there. Okay, because you don't want anything to hinder the opening of this book. Okay, so we're gonna fold this over. I'm gonna fold it over. Maybe I should put some tape on there. Now let's go ahead and glue. Remember, it's 4x4, so it doesn't matter what side you glue down. We're gonna glue this down right here. Okay, we're gonna make sure we don't go over our fold. Put a little glue right there, right up to the fold line. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue right at this corner right here. Okay, now I said I was gonna fold this over, but maybe I don't know. We will see. I'm gonna fold this and make sure that I get right up to that edge. Okay, I think I'm right up to the edge there. I'm going to burnish that down. Okay, so we're going to do the other side as well. It's the same way. I need to get a little closer to the edge. All right, guys, let's burnish that. And our book cover is made. There we go. That is the book cover. Okay, guys, but before I forget, I am going to go ahead and glue down my you know, I'm notorious for forgetting my closure. Okay, yeah, it looks good. Now we're going to cover the inside. I think I'm going to do this. Okay, guys, as much as I hate to cover Saint Nick here, okay, so this is the outside, guys. This is what the outside, I have not cut pieces for the inside. So let me cut pieces for the inside. Okay, guys, so I forgot to cover the center part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of red cardstock and just place it over the top of my black spine piece. So just make sure, I kept thinking, what am I missing? Okay, so just make sure you don't forget to cover your center. And it'll all work out, but still. And remember, these are called change of plans, not mistakes. So change of plans. I am going to go ahead and just cover this piece right there, tuck in that edge so it doesn't come out. There we go. Okay, so you do need a larger piece of cardstock to cover the center. And I would probably, knowing me, I'd probably do 4 by 3 3/4. I kept wondering, why can I see this edge here? Why is it that I can't see it in the other one, but I can see it in this one? And it was because I forgot to cover that, the middle, see? Oh, okay. I had a piece cut, but I couldn't think of what it was for. This is one solid piece going all the way across. That's what it was. So just take one solid piece going all the way across to cover. I wondered why I didn't have the inside covers cut. I had a long piece, which is, I had this one, which is what I got this off of. This was supposed to go all the way across, guys. So I had cut this one at 10 by 3 3/4, and that goes all the way across. You can do it with your pattern paper or solid paper, and just glue it all the way across. Make sure you go ahead and, you know, burnish those corners or those folds there so that your book can fold freely. That's what it was. So let's not forget that, guys. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to take this piece that I had cut down to fit right here. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Guys, I had this ready last week and I just hadn't had a chance to, and I've only made one. This is actually my prototype. So I hadn't actually practiced with it. That's why I couldn't remember, but okay, so there we go. That takes care of our spine piece. Although you really don't need this piece, you can do the solid cardstock on its own. Okay guys, so this is our cover, okay? Mishap and all, it's still a good cover. It's still very usable. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna construct our pages. And I have them cut out. So our pages, so these are cut at 7 3/4 by 3 3/4, okay? So you're gonna take your sheet of cardstock, and that is 110-pound cardstock. You're gonna put it in your scoreboard, and you're gonna score at 3 3/4, 3 3/4 down, okay? And then you're gonna score it 4 down. Okay, that's all the scoring you're gonna do for this. And then, for me, I found it easier to go ahead and cover these while they're flat. So, but I also wanted to show you, so these are just the pages themselves. They don't have any flaps or they're just the pages. So I wanted to show you that you could add a flap in there if you wanted. I cut this little piece at 3 3/4 by 3 1/4, and I went ahead and scored at 1/2 inch. If you fold that over and you glue this down, you could either glue it, this is the front page, this is the inside page. You could do either the front or the inside, it doesn't matter. And you can have a flap. So let's glue this one down to the front of the first page, or the front of the page. I don't know if this is going to be my first page or not. And let's go ahead and glue this down, making sure you don't go over your edge on your page here. Okay, so you can put flaps in it if you'd like. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and cover all these pages, and I do have all my pages cut out. And this one for the flap is 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. So that's gonna go right here. There's that one. And then this one is going to have my Christmas trees. It's gonna go right down the center. Snip that off. Okay, so your page is that way. Okay, now I've got all my pages here. They're all made, and it's going to go in the book this way. So you take your book, and you're supposed to put one page, because this is 1/8 of an inch, or quarter inch wide. So you're supposed to put your pages in 1/4 inch, skip a 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch, skip a 1/4 inch. But like I said, I cheated with my spine, so mine are gonna go not every 1/4 inch. It's gonna be slightly less, so I can accommodate this 2-inch spine. So I'm gonna put these in. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue there, just so it'll give me time to move it around. So I'm going to put my first page less than a 1/4 inch. Give it less than a 1/4 inch space between the front page and the first page. And I'm, as you can see, you can't do too much embellishing. So that's why I didn't feel bad taking some of that space. So it looks pretty even to me, okay? And if it's not, well, it's just gonna have to stay that way. I think it's pretty even. Yeah, there we go. So that is our first page. Okay, so the second page, remember, you're supposed to leave 1/4 of an inch between the two pages, but again, I'm going to go slightly less. So what I'm going to do, I have 4 pages. I'm going to go ahead and put the back one on there, just so my spacing can be a little more even. So I'm going to go ahead and do the back page. I'm just putting a bead of glue along the spine of this page, and I'm going to put it right here, just a tad bit less than a 1/4 of an inch. Okay, and I think that's good right there. Pretty even. Press down, and there we go. That's our next one. So now I know that the next 2 have to fit within that space. Okay, I'm just looking to see if it looks even, and it does. Alright guys, there we go. Our pages are in. I mean, see how a change of plans, it can still work out. So that is the way the pages go in. So now all it's left to do is decorate the front, if you want to do the spine and the back. So our album is done. There's our front. This is our first page. Our second page. Oh, this one came off, so I didn't give it enough time to adhere. So there we are, guys. That is finished. not too bad. I could, you know what, you can really actually squeeze another page in there because it's not really going to have like big embellishments. I'm probably just going to use some more cut aparts, and you can actually put another page in there and make it, you know, a little fuller. But all in all, it turned out really well. There is our first page with our flap, okay, and there is the next page with our flap. So, and it just repeats. There's that one. There is the last page. So there's that. This is the oddball that I kind of messed up on, but you know, it really truly just blends in. You know, it's the people, unless you're a crafter, they're not going to see those kinds of mistakes, and I'm happy about that. So what I'm going to do is decorate this a little bit and show you how I finished it up, and I'll be back in a little bit. All right guys, that is it. This is all I've done to this mini album. I think it's a micro mini album, but I added some bling to the front, poinsettia with some holly leaves, a couple of roses, and I cut this out of the paper pad. On the side, all I did was add a bow, and I did nothing to the back and nothing to the inside, guys. This is all I did, what you saw before. And excuse me, when you are in a crafting funk, you don't actually realize some of the things that that you do. So I have two collections. I have the Graphic 45, and then I have the Stamperia Classic Christmas. I didn't realize that this is from the Stamperia, and this last one is from the Stamperia, because they're so close to each, you know, the designs. When you're in a funk, they just don't look different. So this is actually two collections. I noticed that after I glued them down, and I said, okay, well, it's gonna stay like that. So there we go, guys. This was so easy. They're really fast, especially if you don't make mistakes. And this is actually my very first one that I actually finished. This is my prototype, and I think for the first time ever, my prototype turned out better than my actual project. All right, guys, that is going to be all for me today, and thank you so much for putting up with me and watching, and I will talk to everybody later. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you. Have a good one.